What's up everyone, Tytalkz back with another video, and this video will be my first ever preview of the 2022-2023 season. I'm not sure how many of these previews I can do, but I will try to do as much as possible. Now, the game against Leicester City will not be easy. We have made it very difficult for ourselves, and we have to live with the consequences, and it's unfortunate, but it is the reality, and we just have to do with what we have. And the team is not the greatest, it's not the strongest either, and there's a lot of injuries, a lot of players are not available from the first minute, and obviously we know the Tuchel embargo, where he will not be able to lead the team out in terms of sideline, and it's unfortunate. It really is. And people look at it to say it's impartial with Conte getting a red card as well, and he hasn't been fined at the same level as Tuchel, or Conte rather has not been given a sanction or a temporary one where he will not be allowed to be at the sideline. And it's unfortunate, it really is. But there's a lot of drama around Chelsea right now, and there's a lot of situations that are not in their favor. But let's discuss, and I'll give you my predicted 11, or rather my preferred 11, because I don't think anything that some of what I would predict will be on it. But let's get into the video. Alright, I'm gonna start off with the team needs, and then I go further down in the video. Anyways, in terms of everything that was being said in that press conference, there is some good news and there's some bad news, and there's kind of good but bad news at the same time. Now, the good news is that we have actually a striker available who is training and should be in the squad if possible, which is Armando Broja. So we're not short of a striker at the moment, some sort of striker, and he's young and everything. But I mean, he's in the squad. We need him for availability if he's able to play quality amount of minutes, and not in the case of Kovacic, which is the good but bad news at the same time, who according to Tuchel can only play 20 minutes, which to me is I really don't know, and I don't really think he's gonna play, honestly. I really don't think so. I think we may just rest him up, try to use him in the next game so he can get some more fitness, and then we can probably play him. But we'll have to see what happens. And the bad news is Kante is out for at least a month, which is unfortunate because Kovacic is not going to be able to play from the beginning. I don't think we will, because he can only play 20 minutes. I don't think we're going to push over that limit, so I don't really think he's going to play. Kante is out, and we all know that Jorginho will be the only one who can play in that pivot that you can actually feel some level of comfortableness with, because he actually knows that role. He's comfortable in that role with support, of course. And it's really unfortunate. We need a player who can play in that pivot, and we're not going for one, but it is what it is. There's no point in me complaining about something that I know is going to happen. But that's negative right now and everything, but we just have to see what happens. Alright, so my preferred 11 is this. I know that it's not gonna be like this. Some parts may, some part may not, but this is just what I have to say, honestly, and it's based on some changes. Obviously goalkeeper position, although people are 50-50 about this, which to me, I can understand why, but I think Mendy stays in goal. I don't think we're going to take him out. But if he makes any mistake after this game, he should be on the bench. I'm sorry, Kepa could not do worse in terms of everything. I mean, I cannot remember the last time Kepa was poor under Tuchel. I really can't. So Mendy's gonna be in goal for this time, but if I see Mendy make a mistake, I'm not predicting him to be in any of my future previews should I decide to make more of them. But I really don't know what's going on with Mendy, because Mendy used to be that reliable goalkeeper you could rely on, but he keeps making these mistakes, and it's odd. It really is. But onto the left centre back role. Now everybody knows that Koulibaly is suspended because of his red card that he got, in the Leeds game. That the game that I wish I could forget, but I'm continuously reminded of every time I go on YouTube. But I mean, it is what it is. It really is. We move on from that. But Koulibaly is suspended, so I would put Cucurella there, and I think Tuchel may do that, considering what I heard him say in past press conferences about that Chilwell and Cucurella are not really competing for positions, as Cucurella can play as a centre back, and Chilwell is a left back, and Cucurella can also play as a left back as well. I think there's some indication that could possibly be the case, and considering that we don't have anybody who's left-footed at the club due to Malang Sarr's exit, Cucurella may be that left centre back role, and we'll see what happens after that. For in the centre, I would put Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva didn't have the greatest game against Leeds, but who else are we going to play there? We have no other choice, and I don't think we're going to experiment with anything else. We're going to have to do some experimenting, at least in my predicted 11. But I'm not for us trying to experiment anything in that position. So I think Thiago Silva is going to be the centre one, and the right centre back. This one is a bit questionable, because I think people are wondering what's going on with Chalobah. But I would play Aspi. It really reminds me of that situation with Tomori. Lampard and Tomori having this, I don't want to say fallout, but things started to go south, and everything didn't start to go badly. He went from being trusted by the manager to being barely used, and I really don't know what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on, but I do think that there's something that had happened to have caused this. I don't know if it's because of Chalobah's mistakes, but I really don't know. I don't want to assume anything, but Aspi is going to be my right centre back, so that we can play Reece James as a right wing back, because I think we need him in that right wing back position, so that we don't have a situation of having players out of position. I really don't want to see that. And I'm hoping I hope we don't see James in the right centre back role and Aspi in the right wing back role. I'm hoping we don't see any experimenting like that. Play these players in a position that they're comfortable with, and we'll go from there. Right wing back will be Reece James, as I said, and the left wing back, obviously I think it's predictable. Chilwell is going to be my left wing back, and it's going to be like that. Now, the double pivot is something where it's unfortunate. Like I said, Kovacic can only play 20 minutes, although I don't think he's going to be playing. Kante is obviously out, so it's going to have to be Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho. I'm not happy that this has to be the case, because I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek offers more when he has an offensive role rather than a defensive role. But we just have to do what we have, and although I don't think it's going to be Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I really do think that Ruben Loftus-Cheek will be playing as a right wing back, and we have James as right centre back. I don't want to see it happen, but I think that Tuchel may instruct that to be the case, and do it like that. And it's unfortunate, but that's what we have. That's really what we have. But I'm going to have to say Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho. I think we're going to have the same issues as in Gallagher, but what can we do, honestly? What can we do? We really can't do anything. Now, this is where I'm going to have to say that my formation will be a 3-4-1-2, 3-5-2. And just in front of the midfield, or the double pivot, or the double six roles, I would put Conor Gallagher. I think Mason Mount needs to be sitting on the bench. He's been poor since the beginning of the season. He was poor in pre-season a bit. Obviously, he scored a goal in pre-season, but that was just pre-season. He wasn't really the greatest. And he still looks sloppy. He hasn't looked like he has gotten back into the groove of playing football at a professional level. So I think he needs to be benched. Because when I have seen Gallagher, and I think probably some people may have seen this, when Gallagher is more advanced, he offers a lot more. He makes passes. He tries to connect play, and that's basically what Mason Mount's role is: connect the midfield and the attack. And he doesn't really do that consistently. He does claim the ball, try to create something wide, but I want to see what Gallagher does, because I know Gallagher is known for being central with his passes as well as wide. So I would like to see what would happen with him there. So Gallagher will be there, and the two up top, although we're gonna have to play false nines. I really don't think there's any other way. But I would put Sterling on the left side, And instead of Kai Havertz, who I respect so much as a player, I would probably put Broha there. I would put Broha, honestly. What do we have to lose, honestly? We have no other choice. And Havertz is not in greatest form. Ziyech is not going to be playing as a false nine. Pulisic, I'm not sure if Pulisic is going to be playing from the beginning. If he does play, it may be off the bench. But I really don't think he starts from the beginning. So Sterling, Broha up top. So that is my predicted 11, or rather my preferred 11, because I don't really think this probably 3 of the players that I just mentioned would be playing in those roles if they play, or may not play. But yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, it's unfortunate we don't have any striker. Aubameyang we're linked with, it's still being pushed out. Nothing's happening there, and obviously we won't be able to get him in time for the game now, obviously. So we're going to have to use either false 9 system or Broha. Havertz is not in the greatest form, so I would not play him because he hasn't really done much to really make a statement to say that he should be playing. So Broha would start for me in place of Mr. Kai Havertz, and Gallagher will be playing in that Mason Mount role for me. Now I'm gonna just use this final few minutes that I will be using just to highlight this, and just give my little thoughts on the game. Now we know that Fofana will not be in the squad with Leicester City. He'll be playing with the under 23s or the under 21. I really get it mixed up sometimes, but he will not be at the game. That's the most important thing. Now Leicester City are at the time of recording 19th, and this means that we will be playing against a team that they have this tendency to be counter-attacking, but at the same time they could do what Leeds did to us. I mean, you never know. That's the thing. It's unpredictable because we haven't really seen that counter fluidity passing movement from them consistently. So we really don't know. Will they be sitting deep like we've been seeing them try to do, playing 6 behind the ball and doing that? Is that what we're gonna see, or will they do what Leeds did and try to play us, considering that we have fluidities in that double pivot, try to pull out players out of position like Jorginho was pulled out of position against Leeds? That's the difficult part. You can't predict how Leicester City will be playing, but it is what it is. We'll have to see what happens. But the game will be intense. It will not be easy, and I'm gonna give my score prediction of 2-1 to Chelsea. I think we're gonna concede. I think Leicester City may just score a goal, and hopefully we'll be able to get the 3 points and score 2 goals. I'm hoping. I'm starting Broha, and I'm hoping he scores. Sterling finally score his first goal for the club officially in the full season. He has scored in pre-season, but that doesn't really count as a credit to score that he scored. So we need to see him scoring his first goal. We're 3 games in now, and I would love to see him score his first goal. So hopefully he scores, and hopefully Broha can do something should he play. But that's at least my preferred 11 and everything. So we'll see what happens. But it's unfortunate that we're in this position, but we'll just have to do what we have. So yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace, have a good one, and thank you once again for 300 subscribers. On the way to 400. I'm at the time of recording, I'm at 310 subscribers, so 90 away from 400. Obviously the first big goal is to get to 1k, but slowly but surely we're getting there. And 500, features are unlocked, so I would love to get to 500 so I can have some more features unlocked so I could utilize them, make it easier for interactions, and it would help the channel go forward, and help those who really have shown continuous support to the channel, give me some information on what they want to see and things like that. But when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. Thanks, peace, have a good one. Cheers. Come on, Chelsea.